Well, Monday morning BS, of course, you guys know. Hopefully, you guys are now on here. I'm on a completely different platform. I'm doing Restream now. Normally, we're in StreamYard, so this is a backup platform I have for this occasion. We'll see if we can make it work. Everything's out. OBS is out, everything. So I'm doing everything by hand. Hell's Angels guy. This is kind of crazy. This Hell's Angels guy is being jailed for going to a mob boss's wake. This is crazy. You don't think you see something like this in America, but I guess if you are a felon on parole, you might see this every day. Folks like me, I didn't know, and many of us, I'm sure, we didn't know that people could do that, could actually stop you from hanging out and seeing people you want to hang out and see, can put you back in jail for that. But we're going to look at it right after this. Please bear with me with all of these problems I'm going through. Got to do everything by hand right now because, yeah, this stuff ain't working. So let's see if we can do that. I'll be back with you in just a second after I play a little bit of the opening. Let's see if it works by hand. Normally we just do this with buttons, but now we got to actually go to the computer software. Let me try it. See you in about a minute. That didn't work. There we go.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when you see us get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Number one, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing,
Alrighty then. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Such a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I've always wanted to have a neighborhood like, oh man, this is just.
Oh.
BS today.
Oh man, what's happening, man?
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong this morning. So last night there was obviously a power outage here. Somebody ran into a telephone pole or something, and I come in. So I had a hard reset on the computer. Everything just dropped. So bringing everything up this morning, it normally takes about 30 minutes to bring everything up, and nothing's working. My complete restream is down. My complete restream is down, or rather StreamYard. And StreamYard is what I've been using. Mike Ball and them made me use StreamYard. I never liked StreamYard. And this is my StreamYard platform. And if I try to go into this damn thing, enter the studio, here's our studio, the one we use every day. But if I try to enter the studio, what it is telling me is that nothing works. My camera doesn't work. My microphone doesn't work. Nothing works. You go in here and you try to set it. Everything is set. Everything's supposed to be working, but it says my browser can't access my device. Obviously, the browser's accessing the device. I'm over here on StreamYard. So I went over here to OBS and I went live streaming. These are the programs. I don't know if you're using all these, but these are the programs. So I went into OBS and to set it up, here's the settings here for the OBS stream. And in the OBS stream, you come here to stream, you set up the RTMPS, and then you put in your stream key. So I was able to stream over in OBS to YouTube, but YouTube doesn't have all the cool like features like bringing you in, and you can do that kind of stuff manually if you know how. I have forgotten how because everything I do now is on buttons. So this right here is how I bring in all my scenes and everything, but I don't even do this anymore. I press buttons right here. These buttons do it. I don't even remember how to do this shit over here. All this, I set all this up years ago. In order, if I want to play a commercial, you got to turn on the eyeball here.
If you are seeking clarity about...
That's how you do it, by hand. Or if you got your buttons, you just go boom. But none of these effing buttons work. What's wrong with Stream Deck? Stream Deck's supposed to be working. This is ridiculous. You go into Stream Deck right here, or you go into Task Manager. I got all these red things up, man. This is my computer. Look, Stream Deck is supposed to be working. This says 6 instances of Stream Deck up. 6 instances? There's only supposed to be 1 instance of Stream Deck. So if I get rid of Stream Deck here, take it out, and turn it back on, Stream Deck should be up and running just fine. But it ain't. So that's what's going on this morning. Nothing but the BS, bro. Nothing but the BS. So now Stream Deck should be working. Is it? It is. I know this mother.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as
No, this sucker ain't gonna start working now. Hell no! Hell no! Hell no!
Hey, man.
Oh, hell no. Now Stream Deck just starts working. It just starts working now.
Man. But when I chime in on the link, I gotta tell you, Black was arguing, talking to the Stream Deck.
Oh, you heard me?
I heard
you didn't hear me talking to
he was talking to the Stream Deck, man. And I'm sitting there like who's he talking to? And then he's like, no! And he's ranting. I'm getting the echo.
Okay, let me see. What do I need to do? Okay, so let me turn all this stuff off. I don't even know how to turn it off in this program. Okay, I need to. Okay, stop sharing screen. Okay, now. All right, now. Okay. Stream Deck's working.
So let's see. Do I still have the echo?
Do you? You shouldn't.
All right. I guess if you got it together. Yeah, well, you've been having a rough morning, man. You had a rough morning, man.
Look at this place.
He was yelling. He was yelling at the Stream Deck. He was yelling at the computer, like literally.
I don't yell at computers. Don't put that out there.
He was mad at Stream Deck. I mean, what's that other one?
Elgato
StreamYard.
Yeah, man. That got me looking bad. Okay. What's up, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. Not a doggone thing.
Let's see. Okay. First of all, I saw your thing yesterday, and I'm going to talk to you about that.
Listen,
I got some choice words for you.
I got a lot. Listen, man. I've been getting it all morning, man.
I wasn't happy with that interview for you.
I'm gonna say this, man. I gotta be accountable for everything that I do. Mm-hmm. Everything that I do on the internet, man. And Yeah, I wasn't happy with the interview afterwards either, man. It did not play out the way that it was discussed, man. And I kind of it seemed like I was just jumping on Cee Rider a lot more.
It seemed like that.
And I mean, I
Like that to me.
yeah, man. So I gotta take accountability on that, man, because it was a bad interview. It on my behalf, man, because he didn't.
We have them. We all have them.
The thing was, man, he was supposed to come on there and actually the questions that were asked, he was supposed to answer them. And looking at everything, I didn't give him a chance to answer the questions. And I was kind of or aggressive without even knowing that I was doing that at the time. So it was all fucked up, man. I gotta apologize to that. And me and him chopped it up and we talked about it. And we actually are going to get on the podcast again and talk about the interview itself, man, because it was horrible, man. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't plan for it to be the way that it ended up being. Let me say that.
Okay. We'll get into that in a few minutes. Let's do the story the folks came to see first, and deliver what we promised. Rhode Island, man, I don't know how to use this program. I haven't used it in so long, so please forgive me, people, but we're going to try to do the program. Look at this. Do you guys like this new this StreamYard? Which one you like better, StreamYard or Restream? Let me know that. Okay, so this is the program that I have for you guys, the story you came for. Rhode Island Hells Angels figure Joseph Lancia back behind bars after attending a mob wake. Now here's the thing. Okay, so I want to get rid of that for a second. Damn. Okay, let's just stop sharing the screen. Okay, so we covered this. This happened about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3. And this Hells Angels president, when we first saw him, I forget where he was, Rhode Island or someplace. Somebody drove by the clubhouse that he didn't like or whatever, and that was a rival or something. And he was accused of shooting at the guy, and I guess he later pled guilty for it. And they made a big deal out of it. Oh, he shot in the neighborhood where there was a school, and all of this. I mean, they really made a big deal out of it. They even went to the clubhouse to arrest him. I don't know why. Why don't you just knock on the front door? They needed the Bearcat tank to go through the front door. And just tear up the people's clubhouse. They came in with like a tactical SWAT team for this one guy. And I think, if I remember, did they knock down the door? I don't remember, but I do remember that they went in with like a whole like U.S. Armed Forces elite SEAL team rescue SWAT unit. And I'm talking about these guys had shields, riot shields, machine guns. I don't know why they wear masks. Why does a police department need a mask? Like, you're a public servant. We need to know who the hell you are. Like, that's scary. Like, hey, I broke the law, but I don't know. Do you need a mask and stuff to arrest me? And they come in with all these masks, machine guns, knee pads. Like, what are you going to be on a knee? Like all this for him and a girl that was inside. All of this. It was just like, oh, so that's what you're doing with the money that we give you to buy all that tank shit. I don't think you need tanks and stuff in neighborhoods. You know, I was in Los Angeles during the 93 Watch riots with Rodney King. And I actually got to see, for the first time in my life, tanks in the city and National Guards. And it was terrifying. I was in the Navy at the time, stationed in San Diego. When the Watch riots happened, when the Rodney King riots happened, I went there, even though my command ordered me not to. I went there anyway to go see, and I'm looking at these guys with machine guns walking through the neighborhoods with these big, huge tanks at McDonald's and stuff. It was terrifying. So I don't even know why you need that in a neighborhood. Maybe you just need one set of tanks that you send to police department, from police department to police department when they're needed. Like every police department has some of those MRAP tank things in the backyard. You see them when you drive by? They got like 5 or 6 of them stacked up. And it's kind of crazy. Like, where do you guys get this money from? Ain't those things $1 million a piece? But anyway, I digress. I remember that they did that back then to your boy and took him down when I felt like they could have just knocked on the front door and he'd have been like, yeah, how can I help you? You're under arrest. Oh, okay. But no, they got to go through the whole thing. Okay, so after that, I guess he pled guilty and he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. And some kind of way he got a parole, right? That's when you get out early, right? Parole, is that what they call that?
Yep.
And one of the things that he was not allowed to do was have any contact with other criminals, I guess. Is that a thing? Can they do that? Is that some shit they can do?
Well, that's part of the stipulations, man, that they set, man. They say, you're not supposed to be associated with any known felons. Or whatever else might be in your stipulations.
Man, let me tell you what, man. So he did that. He went to go see some what's up, No Cuff? Too Tough? He went to go see the what's up, Nikita? Good Risings. He went to go see the folks at a wake. He went to a wake to see to pay his respects to a mob boss. And after that, they arrested him. There's a little more to the story, so we're going to go to the video now. Let me see how to share this. Okay, we're going to go to the video right now. Lavish. Boom. Whoa, I shared the wrong thing. Okay.
Glad it wasn't porn.
Listen, that's happened to me before. I had to go delete the whole damn thing. I never even knew that was up there down in the bottom. And YouTube will get rid of you for something like that. I was able to delete that before anybody ever saw it. I was like, holy moly. Here we go. Let me show you this video here, and then we will talk. Action. No sound. Here it is.
Showed up last week at 33-year-old Joseph Lancia was on parole when he showed up last week at the wake of mob underboss Eddie Lato. But as part of the conditions for his early release from prison, Lancia had promised not to have any contact with the Hells Angels or other felons. This is Target 12 undercover video of former Hells Angels president Joseph Lancia at the wake of New England crime family underboss Eddie Lato in Providence last week. Lancia is the biker gang's former leader after being paroled on condition of having no contact with the Hells Angels or serving as an officer of the club. Target 12 has confirmed that days after the wake, the Rhode Island State Police took Lancia into custody and sent him back to the state prison. The Rhode Island Parole Board confirms Lancia is accused of violating the terms of his release. An associate for a law firm that has represented Lancia in the past provided Target 12 with this email that they say shows Lancia asked his parole officer if he could attend Lato's wake, and it was approved. It will be up to the parole board to determine if any contact he had at the wake or elsewhere violated the terms of his parole.
Well, the courts, based on recommendations from prosecutors and the police, to keep these career-type criminals away from each other, to ensure that they don't collaborate. And typically when you're placed on parole or probation, you're promising the court or you're promising the parole board that you'll be good and you'll stay away from people like that.
Former Rhode Island State Police Colonel and 12 News law enforcement analyst Stephen O'Donnell says it is common practice for state police investigators to monitor high-profile wakes like the one Lancia attended.
Every person involved in organized criminal activity know the state police monitor multiple different public events.
Back in 2022, Lancia was sentenced to 5 years in prison after he admitted to shooting at a rival who was driving by the Messer Street clubhouse in 2019 and later knocking out a bouncer at the Cadillac Lounge strip club. But Lancia successfully convinced the parole board he had reformed himself, and he was released from the ACI in June. Lancia's attorney Lisa Hawley declined to comment. A parole violation hearing is scheduled for next month. Coming up, new at 6, we take an in-depth look at the long-standing relationship between the New England mob and the Hells Angels. With the Target 12 investigators Tim White, 12 News.
There's more. They got the next one coming up. Hold on a second.
New details in a Target 12 investigators exclusive. As we first reported at 5, the former head of the Providence chapter of the Hells Angels is back behind bars after he attended the wake of a mafia underboss in Providence.
New at 6, an email obtained by Target 12 earlier today shows Lancia sought and received approval to attend from his parole officer. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the second half of our exclusive report.
For close watchers of the Patriarca crime family and the Hells Angels in Rhode Island, Joseph Lancia's presence at the wake of mob underboss Eddie Leto is not a surprise, but it may come at a steep cost for the former biker gang president. This is Target 12 undercover video of former Hells Angels president Joseph Lancia at the wake of New England crime family underboss Eddie Leto in Providence last week. Lancia was out on parole after promising the state to have no contact with the Hells Angels or serve as an officer of the club. The Rhode Island Parole Board confirms Lancia is accused of violating the terms of his early release, but a representative of Lancia sent Target 12 this email that they say shows Lancia's request to attend Leto's wake was approved by his parole officer. It will be up to the parole board to decide if any contact he had at the services or elsewhere violated the terms of his parole.
Eddie Leto was always really the major conduit with all the Hells Angels for years, and Joe Lancia and any other Hells Angels are just showing deference and respect for the passing of Eddie Leto.
Former state police colonel and 12 News law enforcement analyst Stephen O'Donnell says the Hells Angels and the New England crime family have historically had an underworld relationship.
Well, it's a huge connection where sometimes you think outlaw bikers and La Cosa Nostra operate differently. They don't. It's in their interest to cooperate and collaborate.
Hells Angels members have provided security for mafia figures and have both been involved in area strip clubs. O'Donnell says Lancia's presence at the wake was likely both for loyalty to Leto and to send a broader message about that long-standing relationship.
The risk I'll take is more important for the collaboration or the message I just sent to that organized criminal group.
Back in 2022, Lancia was sentenced to 5 years in prison after he admitted to shooting at a rival who was driving by the Messer Street clubhouse in 2019 and later knocking out a bouncer at the Cadillac Lounge strip club. But Lancia successfully convinced the parole board he had reformed himself, and he was released from the ACI in June. Lancia's attorney Lisa Hawley declined to comment. A parole violation hearing is scheduled for next month. Lancia could remain behind bars until next fall if the parole board finds him to be a violator. With the Target 12 investigators Tim White, 12 News.
Man, I thought I caught that. Okay, so man, they just steal your channel. Hold on. Okay, let me just put us back up. Okay, boom. Man, I don't know how to use this program yet. How do I get rid of that? Okay, start talking. So I'm working on this, but yeah, so I think he's got a case here. Like, he did ask permission. He got permission to go. So, you know, what's everybody in an uproar about? Why would you put that man in jail after he got permission from his parole? Like, he didn't do it a stupid way. This guy actually, as far as, you know, motorcycle club stuff goes, I mean, he was a 25-year-old president. If I remember that right, he was a 25-year-old president of the Hells Angels. He caught a lot of flack. A lot of folks were saying, you know, how can you take a 25-year-old and make him a president of such a big organization? But at 25 years old, he was a president of a major of a chapter of a major motorcycle club. So I don't really get the effect that he's really, stupid. He went and got, although he might have committed a stupid act, but he's got to have some common sense. He was able to get himself paroled within about 2.5 years or so, and he went to this wake, but he got permission to go. Like, he did it the right way. How do you get arrested after that? What's up?
Man. I don't know if it's a miscommunication somewhere, but I mean, it's really cut and dry. I mean, he do got the evidence to say, hey, I asked for permission to be here, and I'm here because of that. But the wordplay, man, is no telling behind the scenes of how bad they want you, and the things that they will do to overshadow that.
Man, I don't know. When you break parole, do you necessarily go back to jail and finish out your sentence, or do you just do some time?
I've seen people become violated, and what their violation is. I don't know. I've seen people be held in the county jail until the court hearing, and then they leave back out. I've seen some other people go back to jail and get paroled again, and then I've seen some go to jail and complete their sentence. So I guess it's just within the discretion of the Department of Corrections and the judge.
Now let's talk about this for a minute. Somebody said, well, he was wearing his colors. I don't think they can ask you to particularly leave your motorcycle club. You just can't associate with anybody in it, right?
But if you got the colors on, then you are associating.
Are you? No, you're not. If you walk down
in their eye, let's say in their eyes. Let's go back to one of those podcasts where you said that they got in, what is it, Australia, some other city, where they don't even want you to have the tattoo.
Yeah.
On your body. So I think that is kind of the wordplay of how they want to word something. It's just like you getting arrested and they charge you with 5 charges of the same charge.
Yeah, but here's okay. So here he is, and if he's by himself, I don't see any other Hell's Angels cuts. There are these guys in the Red Devils, but those aren't Hell's Angels. It's a support club, but those ain't Hell's Angels. So he ain't there with no Hell's Angels. He is and it says he can't associate with any felons. So if these two guys ain't felons, and he ain't there with no Hell's Angels, he hasn't broken parole. Unless somewhere in the parole that says you can't wear your Hell's Angels vest and you got to get out of the club. And I don't think you can do that in America. I don't think you can make a person get out of the club. I don't know. But I don't think so. So the only, there's not no whole group of Hell's Angels there. It looks like the guy is technically within the bounds of what he's agreed to do and has permission to be there. And I don't see no Hell's Angels. So the only thing he did was associated with some felons. But he got permission.
If they felons.
Yeah. Is the mob boss a felon? Was he arrested? I mean, who knows?
He's dead.
He's right. Can you not associate with dead bodies? Interesting, huh? This is I'm just asking the questions like you were last night. Sorry. I am seeking counseling.
I was hoping you didn't see it, man. You didn't call me, so I was like, okay.
I didn't see it till I woke up this morning.
You didn't text me. I said, okay, maybe he didn't see it. Maybe it slid past.
I woke up this morning and saw it, and I said, lavish. Hey, my man. I've had some.
Look, man,
hold on. Let's finish this.
Go ahead. Come on. Let's get to the story, man. I think that, the Department of Corrections, man, when you on them strings, man, they can play with you any type of way that they want, man. And I think that this might be one of them cases, man, where it's like, hey, we got them on this. And it depends on how bad they really want a person. It's people that they, parole out, people that beat cases, and they want them that bad that they will do anything to get them back. I've been a victim of that as well, with the police.
Okay. I think we've covered that one real good. For people that came here to see that, my take on it is, I think he gets off on this. I think that he asked permission. I think if he doesn't get off, these people are really mad at him and they want him to do that time, and they're going after him on some BS because maybe he played the system a little bit. Maybe he knew that the parole officer was young or dumb or stupid or.
But that's not his job. That's not his concern. I got permission. And here it is in black and white. So what is the argument? In the stipulations, it says with permission, correct? So I got permission. So, why am I being harassed or reincarcerated? Yeah,
I have to agree with that. So that's my feeling on it. And I think that I would hope that if you, what can you do? I mean, the parole officer is up your butt about everything in the world, right? The parole officer is up your butt. So you would think that for sure you would have some protection because you got to ask him to do everything. So
and then my thing is this, and I don't really know how the parole thing do, but if the parole officer gave him permission, who's the one to say that he violated? Wouldn't that be the parole officer? Who else can do that? I mean, I don't know how the stuff works, but if I'm your parole officer, I think I'm the one that can violate you. I'm not sure if another parole officer can violate you if you're my whatever, if you're on my caseload. So that's kind of questionable as well. If I got permission from you, I'm just gonna say you because you're my parole officer. I got permission from you. Why am I being violated, and who's violating me? And then who brought it to the attention to the point where somebody else is even violating me?
Man, this is cool. This program I'm playing with it's got so much stuff that StreamYard doesn't have. Like I get to put QR codes in and everything. This is kind of cool. But I agree with you. I think that's good for this coverage. Let's talk about you and your show last night. But first, I want to do this brief commercial. Here we go. And BlackDragonsGear.com. BlackDragonsGear.com. Make sure to get over to BlackDragonsGear.com to get all of my wonderful stuff that I have for you here. My brand new book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 2, Betrayal in the Brotherhood. Make sure to pre-order your copy today, man. I got some juicy stuff in there for you about why the Black Sabbath tried to kick me out and a whole bunch of lessons to stop the motorcycle club imposters from taking over your motorcycle club. Get my #1 bestseller, Prospects Bible, the Big Sellout shirt, the Big Sellout. I was hoping you'd wear a Big Sellout shirt last night. You didn't wear one. But anyway, the Big Sellout shirt and more at BlackDragonsGear.com. I have it all here for you. Everything you need to enjoy your Black Dragon experience, including the We MC t-shirts. The motorcycle club is not about I, but rather about we. The We MC t-shirts are printed on both sides, and they look really great. And they're the greatest cotton that you ever wanted to see. And some of my t-shirts are being made by Cee Rider. In fact, he has. He'll be doing these shirts for me, the Big Sellout shirts. So you guys make sure to go and get yours today. BlackDragonsGear.com. Sorry, I'm seeking counseling. Hey, what's up, man? Don't look so down.
You're having a field day, aren't you? You're having a field day.
I'm just enjoying being alive here.
I bet.
Man, I'm just trying to keep hope alive. That's all we have. All we have is hope.
Oh man.
Man, what the hell was up with that interview last night, bro? Like
What?
that was the most one-sided shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh. You big sales man. You did your boy a solid. I don't know why he's not friends with you no more. Needs to call your ass up. You want me to call him for you? I got his number. He probably won't answer for me, but
Hey man.
call this dude up, man. What you mad at Lavish for? Lavish is your dude, bro. Man, why you bring that man on your show and sabotage that man like that, man?
Man, listen, man. That was not the way that it appeared and the way that it came off, man. It was not supposed to even work out like that, go like that, man. I got to take full accountability for that, though. After that show, man, and during that show, man, with the Texas and everything like that, man, it wasn't a good show. It, even replaying it, looking back at it, it was like, dang, and when you live, sometimes you don't even realize everything that you're actually saying at the moment, man.
That's right.
I said this,
yes.
I said that. And then when you got I'm listening at I'm looking like I'm about to get whooped, man. It's coming. I know it's coming. I know if anybody was gonna say something about it, Black Dragon was gonna he was gonna say it, man. But yeah, man, a lot of the stuff, man, that happened, man, and was said, man. When I look back at it, I'm like, God damn. And I didn't even realize that I was, saying his name as many times that I was, pretty much making it about, him and making it, turn it into a one-sided thing.
Well, I in this thing that we do, you're not going to be able to please everybody or hardly anybody. Today, everybody will love you. Like for me, when the national president of my motorcycle club said I had never even been a member, the power of a national president speaking, whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, I mean, he is the Pope of motorcycle clubs. And to see all the people that turned on me after that, and I think I got your package, Sven. So I'll be with you on WhatsApp about that. Thank you so much. I haven't opened it, but I got it. So the power of a big time person like that turned so many people against me. So in this thing, no matter how high you're sailing, anything can happen and you'll be diving. And I like the song, Saint is just a sinner who fell down and got back up. So we're going to fall down in this and get back up. But as a person that does this, there was this lady who did a show where the Sons of Silence Motorcycle Club was featured. Her name was, I think, Ayana Van Zant. And she had promised them through certain channels that if they came on and did an interview, she'd be fair and they would be allowed to give their point and their opinion. And she did exactly the opposite. When they came on her show, she really took advantage of them and portrayed them in a very negative light from the inside because she was allowed access she never would have gotten before. So I don't want to be known as that kind of show.
Right.
I don't want to be known as the kind of show where you come on, I've got an agenda and I take your ass out. And I tell you who the best at that is in the business is Hollywood from Insane Throttle. Hollywood, a couple things you don't do on Hollywood. You don't go on there unprepared. and you don't go on Hollywood Show on some BS, because he will take you out. As the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club dudes found out, that he'll make you look crazy, and you ain't even got to do nothing. He just lets you. He's very good at that. I think that you didn't take a even look at both sides, and I feel almost like you I feel like you were an emissary of Big Cell, and I talk to you every day, so I don't believe that to be true. But it was almost like you did. For instance, you did not examine any of the accusations that were made about Big Cell, but you examined every accusation that was made about him. Now, I understand Big Cell's not on the show, but there are some things that the big sellout has done that were clearly wrong, and he mentioned those, and you just went right by him. Like, for instance, how are you going to call somebody else a race sellout, and you're interviewing a guy with the N-word on his hat, with all kinds of SS tattoos and stuff on him, with video after video after video after video of him making racist remarks. In fact, he's been kicked off of every social media platform, and just got kicked off of Instagram, been kicked off of TikTok and all these others, and he keeps going back and making accounts because he can't keep an account because of all of the racist and divisive shit he does. And so, how you didn't even respond to that frustrated me. It frustrated me. It really did. And I don't know. It's not how I would have done it. Say something.
I mean, I agree, man. I agree. The whole interview really, I did too much talking when it should have been like he should have been doing more of the talking, because that was what the interview was supposed to have been about.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's one. Is that one down? What's up? You know who that one down is, right?
No.
He's well, I don't know if this is a member of One Down or if this is the president of One Down, but he's one of the goddamn pioneers of this whole MC protocol thing. He's one of the pioneers of that, and he stopped doing this maybe 7 years ago or something like that. But I took so much from that guy. So if that's him on here, that's a rare thing that he would come on and speak. This could just be a One Down member, but if this is the president of One Down, then it's a rare thing for him to speak. I will say that it is definitely on your behalf. I'll say that it's definitely brave to sit on here with red ears and stuff, because it's just be very easy. Yeah, this is Goldie. It is Goldie. So Goldie Dewitt, first of all, man, thank you for being on the show. This guy is an amazing icon. A lot of folks today won't know who he is, but Goldie is, I would say, one of the first people, certainly the first Black person that I can remember doing MC protocol videos from, like, I'm talking 10 years ago. And he was the first. I patterned much of what I did after him. Big Cell has been out to his place and interviewed him. And so for him to say that, I didn't want to say his name. I'm glad he did. So for him to say that about Cell, he knows Cell well. So He knows Cell well, and I don't know necessarily that he has a negative relationship with Cell. So for him to say that, for him to come on here and come out from the weeds, because you don't really see him anymore. He stopped doing MC Protocol videos. He said that he didn't like the affect of what was going on with that, so he let that go. But man, I still really watch him. He's got a Instagram page that he posts on, but he was big in that, and I still watch him to this day. I still reach out to him. I consider a mentor, and the things that this man's done for. Let me do a Goldie Dewitt commercial for a minute. But the things he's done for the world, you would have seen him he was a technical advisor, and was even in some of the Sons of Anarchy videos, television series. So I mean, he was leading the way for a long time, and some of the stuff he's done for the community, giving cars away to single moms, shit like that. Yeah. So I like him. I've never met him personally, but I like the public him. We all have a public persona, and I like the public Goldie Dewitt. Now, in the background, he might be a mofo, but I don't know. But the public guy and the guy I've shared time with on the phone and stuff like that, I like that guy. So yeah, to be on here and to take the criticism is tough. I've been there, and it's rough, and I've screwed up interviews. I think you screwed up that one, and I personally think that you owe that man an apology.
No, so here's the thing. I had already talked to Cee Rider, and I told him I was outside of me and him just having a one-on-one conversation. I said, no, I gotta get back on the internet, man, because a lot of the stuff, everything happened on the internet, man. And it's so easy for me to talk behind the scenes, but just like we was on the YouTube and the Facebook talking about it, then I need to, talk about it and address it to you on the social media, just how, we were on there, and I was, talking to him, man. And I didn't even realize the tone and the demeanor that I was on with him, because like I say, we discussed everything that we were going to talk about on there, and me not even knowing at the time while we was going live into listening to some people sharing their insights from a state of from not being on the set, just being a friend listening, not knowing what's going on, and able to tell, hey man, look, if from my point of view, man, you invited this guy on here, but it looked like you was going in on him and you was doing this, I apologize for that, because that was not what I wanted to do. And the amount of times, and I didn't even realize that I was speaking on Cell as much as I was. So of course the whole interview is definitely looking one-sided. It is going to be one-sided for the people that seen it, and it was just a fucked up interview, man. And I hate the fact that it happened like that. I apologize on my end for that, because for him to come on the podcast with me asking him why, and me giving him a platform to share why he was doing the rants, and me not allowing him to freely express himself.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole purpose of him coming on here, was to express why he's going on these rants, and not necessarily to talk about the other guy, but it was about why he's doing this. And I cut him off, stopped him, and was questioning him instead of just sitting back, asking the questions and just letting him get it off his chest.
I thought some of the questions were kind of bad, brother, because I was screaming. I was like, I'll answer that. I was screaming at some of the questions, like, do you think this is snitching? but I thought he said something I never thought of before, and he nailed that. Snitching is when you go to the police, and we did a crime together, and you went to the police. People mix up so much stuff with what snitching is, and they use that for rah-rah purposes. And for the heat that this guy has brought, and he brings to the table topics of discussion on MC protocol, and never.
Hold on. Cee Rider's in the comments.
I think he wants to come on the show.
He said, "Could you send him a link?"
Are you okay with him coming on?
Yeah. Me and him was just on the phone this morning.
All right, Cee Rider, you should have the link right now. Boom. Yeah, I'm learning how to use my program again. And it's all hell. I'm learning how to use my program again. Okay, Cee Rider, you should have the link. So I man, rah-rah stuff is so big in the MC set. You don't have a motorcycle, rah-rah. You're not a real biker, rah-rah. And so one of the biggest one is you're dry snitching, rah-rah. No, I'm not dry snitching. I'm talking about this damn fool who keeps doing things. Now, I'm different. My situation with Big Cell is different than Cee Rider and you and et cetera, because he came for me. He came for me on the internet. He came for me on social media, but nobody calls that dry snitching. Was that not dry snitching, to come on the internet and come for me? And I understand what you say when you say Big Cell has never done anything wrong to you, and so you have never said anything negative about him. It was that way for me too. I have been approached by so many people that have been wronged by that man. And I never once said a word. I never once said a word about that man. Never one time, despite all of that. And then one day I'm doing an interview, and it's somebody that he cares about a great deal. And he came on social media and dogged me and did all of these things. He's the one who showed his ass on social media first. And my mom used to say, where you show your ass is where I'll get it. So don't go in this church thinking that I'm not going to beat your ass in this church. Because the minute you show up in this church and show your ass, I'm going to beat your ass right here in front of the minister, in front of the choir people, in front of the priest, in front wherever the hell we are. You show your ass out at the city council meeting, you'll get your ass towed up at the city council meeting. Now, today, you don't really, not really capable of doing that. I tell my my nieces and nephews and grands, I will knock you the hell out. I don't care where we are. What's up, Cee Rider? Welcome to the show.
Man, what's up? Lavish,
What up, Doe? What up, Doe? What up, man?
Hey, Dragon, he beat me up last night, man.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Well, he tried to beat me up. I was gonna stand my ground. I said, shit, I ain't gonna let him sock me in my lip not one more time. I ain't going out like that.
Boy, oh boy, I had my yellow highlighter out.
Hey, man, listen, man. I called Cee Rider this morning, Cali time. He answered the phone, and the first thing he said, Lavish, it's 6:30 in the morning, man. What is it, man?
Yeah, we 3 hours ahead of y'all. Afternoon by the time we got to call y'all in the morning.
I'm normally up. I'm normally up that early, man. But I was working on my new video when I rode to Atlanta, so I was up last night editing and stuff pretty late. So I was still kind of whooped.
No, here go the thing, man. Why I got you on here, man? Oh man, where'd he go, man? I hope his phone come back in. Okay, cool, man. So I know that earlier this morning, man, me and you, we were talking, and we said we was gonna get back up on here, man. Did you want to get up on? Did you want to where you at, man? God dog, come on, man. That's signal.
Okay, I didn't do that.
No, it's that when you ain't none of that. Why? Oh, okay, there you go.
Nah, people keep calling me, man, and it's knocking it off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so we had said, man, you had asked, you said, man, do you want to just get back on the live, man, and talk about what I had called you for this morning, man? Do you want to do it now? Do you want to wait and do it on my platform later?
Nah, man. We talking about it now, man. You know, like I said earlier, I wasn't when I walked into that FHO Lions lair, I knew what I was walking into when I came on your podcast, because from on and off conversations with you, you said that, you know, Cell is my friend. Like, you know, I have a highly utmost respect for him. And I wasn't trying to make you not have that, because that's your friend. And the way you handle me is because that's what friends do, bro. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck. He your friend. So you couldn't sit there and tolerate me bashing your friend, because that's your friend. Same way with my friend Los. You couldn't tolerate it. So, but you had to do it in the most professionalist form that you could. And I'm not mad at you about that. You know, it's a lot of your viewers disappointed in you about it.
No, I got them. It's a lot of them, man.
And you know, it's like I don't know if you had a moderator or what, but a lot of people said that they were saying things in the comments to for my validity, and it wasn't being displayed. So I don't know if it was being deleted or what was going on with that, but a lot of people. So this is the thing. It looked like I'm on an uphill battle, right? It looked like I'm on an island by myself, and which I'm not, because of the texts, the calls, and the support that I get mainly from Atlanta. I know that I'm not on an island by myself. And the reason why I'm not is because I know that these people can't publicly voice their opinions, because 90% of them are in motorcycle clubs. And they know if they voice their opinion about Cell, that creates a club issue for them, because that's just the way things are set up now with all this, what's going on. And I respect that. And I don't mind being on an island by myself. You know, I just felt that you the questions were biased, and it was pro Lil Cell piece of shit Tillman, that it was more pro him. But you know, I handled it well, man. You know, man, I don't like to talk about it. I mean, it is what it is, but shit, man, I done been in jail before, man, and in LA County jail, you always fighting. So, and you're by yourself. So when I got up in there and all the comments and this and everybody beating up on me, I'm okay with that, because I'm okay with speaking the truth. You know, you just haven't had a bad business encounter. You got two people on this podcast that had a bad business encounter. I don't know Black Dragon. I just came across him just on the podcast and everything, and learned about him through Cell when they were business partners. You know, and there's other people that were business partners that reach out to me. You know,
Cell said we were never business partners.
I mean, you have to be business partners if you're on a podcast together. That's doing business.
Well, before we get into deep conversation or wherever it might go, man, one of the things that I wanted to address and say, man, is that and I'm gonna say it again, even though I told you earlier on the phone today, but I'm saying it publicly because that was what I was going to do anyway, man. You know, I gotta step and apologize for the way that the podcast was handled yesterday, even though me and you had a lot of conversations in the direction that the podcast was supposed to have went in. It did not go on my behalf. You know, I gotta put it out there on my behalf, man. You know, and no one take it. Some of the stuff, man, you unconsciously know what you actually saying as fast as you talking and being on live. And I'm not using that as the excuse, man, but for me to have you come on my show and you agree to come on my show and express why you were ranting and had all these different things to say, for me to cut you short and not allow you to say it, you know, I gotta apologize for that, because you did do as I asked, which was to come on the podcast to express why you were doing this, why you were feeling this stuff, and I didn't give you the props that you deserved as far as sitting back and letting you freely express yourself, man. So I gotta own up for that, man, because it happened on the internet. Everybody's seen it, and it wasn't about me being pro this, pro that. I was trying to really not, let me say, I wanted to be as neutral as possible, but it did not come off that way. It seemed, and it you know, when I look at it, I see the bias. I see the sell. I mentioned his name entirely too much when the interview was supposed to be about you and the issues that you have, man. So I didn't want to just be the guy to call you on the phone and apologize and let you know, man, my back. I fucked that interview up, man. And it's just me and you. I did it on the internet. We talked about it on the Facebook, on the YouTube thing. So I wanted to come out so the world can hear it and it not be just something that's just secretly said and done, man. If I screw up, I screw up, and I take accountability for everything that I screw up on.
Accountability. That's what you got to teach your friend. Accountability. We all got to take account. Look, bro, when they talked about the bike being stolen and all that, I took accountability for that. You know what I mean? I took accountability. No, I didn't steal the bike. Was it in my backyard? Yes. But I took accountability for it, right? At the end of the day, we all gonna make mistakes because we are human. We are not perfect. We are not Jesus. We are not God. We are not Buddha. We are not Allah. We are bound to make mistakes. And the mistakes that I made and the decisions that I made. But see, it's a difference when you continually make those mistakes. Them mistakes are continually being made by Lil Cell piece of shit Tillman. Those mistakes are continually being made. People are steadily being scammed. People are steadily being sold dreams that are not real. Like, you got a whole crew of 25 people that believed in you, or 35, whatever it is, that believed in you. They trusted you. They trusted you to wherever y'all went, across the country, up north to the country, down south to Brazil, or wherever they was going. They believed in them. A lot of people are hurt. And it's like this all came about because I was watching a video of his and just talking about protocol and all that. And it's like, well, damn, don't you got colors that you need to turn back into the club you're from, that you used to be from? So how are you teaching me motorcycle protocol and motorcycle etiquettes? So then from there, I just see how he just dragging my friend. Oh, yeah, Los, I hope I get to have the same conversation you gave Tebow. Well, when Los tried to talk to you, Cell, and have that conversation, you want to record it and put it on Instagram and Facebook to belittle this man. Like this man is attacking you, and all he's asking for is his property from his brand to be returned. The property wasn't returned because that was a form of disrespect. Now you go to live to say, hey, I've been trying to turn in the colors, but nobody had come get them because they said I'd be back. No. You return them motherfuckers like you return the motherfucking VHS tape to Blockbuster. That's what you do. You take it to the desk, to the counter, and say, no, I'm not coming back. Here you go. Not put it in an envelope and leave it at your mama's house and telling your mama that somebody gonna come get it. Am I still on?
Yeah, you still on?
Yeah, to come and get it. So we're just talking about all these things, right? So it looked like he had beat me up in his live because that's his platform. That's his stage. It was supposed to go that way because one thing about the truth is always going to be overlooked. It's just going to always be overlooked because the truth is what sets people free. And a lot of people don't want to be set free. People want to still be prisoners to other people's bullshit. He's divisive. I truly believe that great club of Kings of the South would be much stronger and more togetherness if the divisive shit that didn't happen years ago with him. He's part of the cancer with that club. You're not even been with that club and you still speak on that club. And that's very divisive. That's just it's just divisive. His live, he said, I always win when I do business. Why do you always win and the person you do business with don't win? Everybody you did business with lost. And it's just not me. It's not just Black Dragon. Then they say, oh, that was 10 years ago. You're still mad. Well, guess what? I am a human. I have the right to revert back to my old frustrations when I see that you steadily doing the same bullshit that made us fall and get into it with. So you have to put all them things in perspective. Yeah, I got a little emotional with my rants. I am a human. I'm not just Cee Rider, Chris Bailey, C-Lo, whatever you want to call me. I am a human. I'm entitled to that. And that was what upset me with you, because you were infringing on my First Amendment, Lavish, and that's my freedom of speech. You were trying to take that away from me. Then you like belittle me like, oh, that's what high schoolers do. But why you didn't publicly do a podcast on Zelle a year ago? Like, Zelle, you've been doing this shit for a year, man. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. This is high schooler shit. You about to be 50, Cee Rider. This high school. Zelle, you 65. Cut
No,
the
he's not.
shit.
He's only like 50 something.
Or whatever he is. 55, 65, 55, whatever he
I
is.
just want to go back to your just for a second. I want to break your rant for a second and say you didn't say return a VHS tape to Blockbuster, did you? Man, don't tell people how old you are like that. All right,
man,
going.
I'm proud. Hey, you know what? I'm proud of my age, man. I'm 49. Growing up here in the streets of Compton, to when I was 13, they taught us we weren't gonna make it to C21.
I remember
The things
those
that
days.
I've been through and the things that I endured in my life, I barely made it to C21. I cried on my 21st birthday. I thought I made it, and I still ain't made it, because right now, as you see, bruh, I'm on Compton Boulevard. I'm on Compton. I'm in Compton. I'm in Compton. Still in Compton. Still here with my people. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, the shit that he does is not right. You know, everybody tried to stop it. Cee Rider, just stop. You making yourself look stupid. But y'all wouldn't say that when he was dragging that black woman. You supposed to be a black man. Why do you drag this black woman that she has shortcomings? You know, and to keep it a buck, the whole thing, and if people that's watching, the reason why the lady has shortcomings is because when she did her whole event, it was done. The monies that was made was through Eventbrite. She didn't know that it takes 30 to 45 days for them to release the monies, and that's how she fell short. And if anybody with common sense that do business, you know, little sell piece of shit Tillman, you would have knew, like, you know what? They're locking this woman's money, and nobody went to help her. So then when people started reporting that website, what she did was a fraud, now it docks the money even more to go into investigation, because now people saying they've been frauded. And that's why that shit turned into a shit show. But see, nobody's not talking about that. Because Centoya can't voice. I'm her voice right now. Just like I was just Los's voice. Now I'm her voice. I'm everybody's voice. I'm the voice of the people. Like I just said in the live yesterday, bro. Compton got 100-something thousand population and only 3,000 people vote. But when I voiced for the people, 7,000 people went and voted and got that council lady out of there. So right now, I'm just being a voice of the people in reason. And right now, Centoya needed a voice. Los needed a voice. He ain't got the platform that I got. And it's not to bash Zelle. It's to make Zelle realize that, bro, you are doing bad business practice. You're doing bad business. Don't do business at all. Go to business school first and then come back and try it again. You know, but, you know, I appreciate your apology, big dog. You know, right now, it's 7 people from his old club. They want to tell their story now. And I'm going to let them tell their story. I hope Mr. Dragon allow them to come on and tell their story to see that what my rant is really about and why I want to expose that when we pulled this FHO rug back, you got rats, roaches, dirty diapers, shitty diapers, plates, cups, all the shit that motherfuckers that have up under their bed that you ain't supposed to do. It's just a bunch of shit, and it's just unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. And it's not me looking for it, because when you shit everywhere you go and don't clean the shit up, it's still there. So next time, little Zelle, piece of shit Tillman, clean your shit up. So when you do bad business somewhere, you fix it. Because even when I do bad business, right? And sometimes it happens, meaning Somebody's shirts may have got fucked up. Somebody's shirts are late or whatever. But I fix it. You order a shirt and it was 2 weeks ago and you didn't get it. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm gonna send you 5 more shirts. Don't trip. I fix it. I clean my business up. I make it right. So you can't continue to do business and not and shit and not clean up your shit. Clean up your shit, put it in the poop bag, put it in the trash, and tell the people, you know what? I'm sorry that this happened, but we fixed it. So now you can't shit on me about doing bad business. He's not doing that.
Lavish?
No, I'm listening, man. This is what I should have.
That's not the time.
No, hold on. This is what I should have did last night. I should have just sat back. Hold on.
So
This
look, one more thing before I go. One more thing before I go. And be truthful about this, because you said it off of camera. I need you to say it on camera. How many texts and DMs did you get that people told you I was telling no lies?
I have not got a text
or
or call. Hold on, stop. Hold on,
Lavish,
stop.
are
Let
you
me
doing
hold on.
that?
No, stop. Let me get the words out. I have not got a text or a call that has not told me something different than what Cee Rider has said. I have not got a call or a text from anyone with anything good to say.
Oh, there we go.
Everything since this has happened, I had people that's backing up stories. I got people that's sharing bad practices that they encountered. I got people telling me about different situations. I got a few people in that state that's sharing a lot of. I haven't got anything positive. Let me say that. I haven't got anything positive from not one person from the time me and him aired the podcast last night till this morning. And some people are still chatting with me and or sharing stories with a friend that knows me and relaying the information back to me. So I don't know what's really going on, and these are like some real good questions that I would like to ask, because if you got a larger group of people saying a lot of not so nice things, then those are some things that I would like to, I have to ask the same way to see what the answer is why somebody can't be making this stuff up, because these people don't all know each other.
I just woke up last week with there was like a big old dream, and I just had a hard on for Lil Cell piece of shit Tillman, and made all that up. But evidently, it seems as though I didn't make this up. Hey man, I just want to give a shout out to the man. I don't know where he is, if he's still living, but that $10,000 investor when you first started back in 2014 or back then, Cell, let's give him a big rest in peace, because I believe he passed away because he had stage 4 cancer. And if he's not dead, hey man, hopefully you can get your return.
What are you talking about with that? Because that's give me some depth on that.
When me and Cell did this collaboration T-shirt, again, and it's out there now, Cell called, and I'm like, oh, what up, man? Where you been? So I was like, you been MIA for like 2 or 3 months. He said, man, I've been locked up. So I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, man, I got this little child support situation. I'm just keeping it a buck. I had child support before. I paid $180,000 get off of it. You know what I mean? I was a piece of shit ass deadbeat dad in my younger years, so I can't say that. But again, let me get back to this. He said, I got child support issues. And I got to make like $14,000 in 2 months. I was like, damn. He said, man, I want you to make me some shirts. He like, want to make some FHO shirts. So I said, well, what's your budget? He gave me his budget. And I'm like, damn, I started doing the math, right? So I said, 14,000. I said, nigga, that's 700 shirts. I said, I don't see you selling 700 shirts in 2 months at $20 a piece. Because back then, shirts were $20 a piece. So I said, you know what, man? Let me think about this. Let me figure some things out. So my brand was on the rise and it was booming. It was doing its thing, this major hog league. And I hit him back. I said, Cell, let's do a collab shirt. Major Hog League and FHO. But FHO would be the face of the shirt. But I'm just going to put this is a product of Major Hog League. So it was a design that I already had from my brand that I knew was going to be hot. But I felt like, you know what? This is a homie from Compton. I'm going to do it. Showed him design. Man, him and his wife loved it. Woo, this hot. Woo, woo. They send the money over for the shirts and the hoodies. So I said, you know what? We're going to sell a shirt for $75 and a hoodie for $150. Or it was $100 or and the shirt was $50. Whatever it was like, this was the exclusive joint to get. Because after these that we make, we ain't making no more. So when you got it, you got that exclusive joint. So think, back in 2014, I was doing shit the gallery department was doing. I was doing shit that Nipsey Hussle was doing. Proud to pay. You know what I mean? You proud to pay to support these brands. And I didn't even make the profit from the shirt. I just charged him what it cost to print the shirt, the materials that it would cost to print it, right? And a few dollars for me, but not, what I would normally charge someone for printing. And now the problem is the website. I'm like, okay, go to I do fast Harley only doc. He don't know none of this. He don't know how to make a website, don't know how to work it, know nothing. I do fastharleysonly.com. It's taken. I said, Cell, somebody already bought your website. He said, oh yeah, somebody else had it, and we kind of had a disagreement right now. That should have been my red flag. And the person who owned it is a really good person. Not gonna say his name. It's a real good brother. But Cell was open to get it, but they had a disagreement at the time, and it was bad business practice. So he couldn't take himself to ask this person, like, hey, look, man, I really need the domain. So day 2 went by. Boom. Sell. We just gonna do the real FHO.com. It was available. I got it, set it up on the Wix platform, designed his whole website for him. I didn't charge him for the website because I feel like, it's the homie for Common gonna help him. Seem like a good dude. Look like we could be some powerhouses in this motorcycle game. Do it. The shirts sell out. Boom. They a hit. He'd almost said, man, I think we got to make some more. I said, no, Sell. We said it was only going to be exclusive. That's it. So then that situation happened to me in 2015. This was 2014. In 2015, the motorcycle incident with the stolen bike, that and the other. Sell was one of the main motherfuckers talking about, yeah, we should boycott Major Hog League. Him, even, another guy, I'm not going to mention his name because he don't like his name to be mentioned, but him too, a few people. So, okay, it is what it is. I'm in jail at this time. I'm sitting there. Everybody's trying to bail me out, all my good friends. I said, nah, because I do jail when I do jail. So I'm going to sit out till my court date to see what happened. They might just throw this shit out. Who knows? So while I'm in jail, I'm hearing about all the posts and memes of the Cee Rider, bike thief, all that, this, that, and the other. So now Sales turned me into an enemy because he said, fuck Cee Rider. We're going to boycott him. So I get out of jail, see all the shit. Even though I'm in the wrong, I still press the line because you're not going to play with my name. My name is all I got. You ain't going to play with it. So even if I'm wrong and you playing with it, I'm going to push up on you. So I was pushing up on everybody. Was making memes, started losing my mind. People start calming down. It blew over. Now it blows over. And then a couple of years later, Cell got his FHO Motorcycle Association going. And I start seeing this same design on baseball shirts and all these different shirts. I said, I didn't print that. Then I look at the logo closely and he takes the official product of Major Hog League off. The hell? So then somebody hit me and said, hey, man, I thought that was the exclusive shirt and y'all selling them again. I said, y'all nothing. That's FHO selling them. I'll get to the bottom of it. I asked Zelle about it. He said, oh, yeah, I seen the shirt and I think you had remade it. I said, bro, I didn't remake that shirt. Because why I'm going to remake FHO and be selling your shit on my website? You would know it. So from there, that shit really rubbed me wrong. But that's the story about the FHO shirt, man, and the Major Hogg League. That's how that happened. And yeah, it was
No, but
some time ago.
My question was about what you said, and you said this last night on Lavish's show about some man that had been robbed or somebody.
Oh, okay. Let me get to that. I'm sorry because I had to take y'all there. So this guy contacted me and said, "Hey, what's up with Zelle?" Because of this collab. I said, "What's going on?" He said, "Man, I invested $10,000 with Zelle to help him start a podcast, and I have not heard from him. It's been about a year. He been pity-patting, playing games, saying it's not up and going yet, this, that, and the other." He said, "Man, but I didn't lost my job because I got stage 4 cancer." I forget his name, man. He was in Memphis or Detroit. He wasn't in Atlanta. He was in Memphis or somewhere up that way. And I asked Zelle about it, and Zelle said, "I don't know. That's my business or whatever, or this, that, and the other." And I'll just it is what it is. But yeah, I'm sorry I took you guys through that story because that situation is what made that man contact me, and I got away from it. I'm sorry about that. It's just I just like right now just reverted again, just got mad. You know what I'm saying? Just got mad, like damn human. But that nigga's I gotta stop saying that, but that man is a piece of shit, There's other people out there. They just afraid to stand up. If we could get them in the comments and say, you know what? Even if I say, just put a bomb if Zelle frauded you in some form or fashion in the comments. For sure. I bet it'd be a lot of bombs where the whole podcast would just blow up. But yeah, it just made me mad, Lavish, because I was just like, damn, you protecting him. You saving him. I was like, damn. But I knew I was coming into that though. Yeah. So now that you get all these calls and all these texts about these bad business practices, does that make you feel, Lavish, that you may not want to really if he presented a business proposition to you, it would make you think about it twice?
No, it's definitely going to make anybody, especially me, think about it because it's something if you got one bad deal, shit happens. But if you got 20 bad deals, then it's like it might not not be them.
So look, all of the people that had bad experiences, financially, personal shit, mainly the financial stuff, is that not scamming? I think when people do bad business continually, they know they do bad business. But he said in his live, I always win when I do business.
Somebody losing.
But so is that considered scamming or no?
Well, isn't that hustling? Don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, is that
the game? Nah, that ain't hustling when you hustling people in the community that you say you love.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bike community, man. I love the bike set, man. Bike set changed my life, even though I had my down in it, but I love it.
Let's
I'm
stop
able
for
to
a
meet
moment.
different people, man. I got good friends all over the country now.
Let's stop for a moment. Somebody asked, he said that he was the C word from the woods. We're not using racial epithets against people here, but he wanted to know what FHO was. FHO is Fast Harleys Only, Atlanta, GA. This isn't the guy we call, who runs this. His name is Big Cell. That's what he calls himself. I call him Big Sellout. You call him Little Sellout. He is got 27,000 subscribers. He is a big name on the Black Biker set, and he's brought a lot of things to the Black Biker set. He talks on MC Protocol and stuff like that. He has many videos. He's been doing this since maybe 2012.
2012. Yep.
So That's who Big Cell is. That's who we're talking about. I have a personal issue with Big Cell because he's come after me a couple of times on social media. The ugliest of which is when he came on with my former with my motorcycle club with some guys I no longer call brother, and would suggest that he was some kind of expert on Black Sabbath. I'm trying to find the video itself that he did, and broke all MC protocol that I could know about when he did this. And this is what made me put me on my rant to since you want to play like that, since that's what you want to do, then let's go on ahead, because you got just as much dirt out there as anybody. So this is my anger. I'm trying to find where that guy did that show about me, and I know where I can find it. But that's who he is. In case for those of you who are not particularly on the Black Biker set and wouldn't know FHOETLGA from the Man on the Moon, that's who he is. This is kind of a black set thing, and not really even a black set thing for me.
Nah, it's a motorcycling thing. It's an ethics thing. It's a human thing.
Yeah. So it just so happens, and you know something, you said something last night, Lavish, that I found particularly interesting. Okay, so here is the, first of all, here's the video that you can find on his channel, and it's also on Hollywood channel, Insane Throttle. It's called Black Sabbath Sets the Record Straight. And in this video,
and still, come around.
In this video, this guy, Marcel Tillman, went to great lengths to explain the lies that my club was putting out about me. He sat here on this thing and spoke in great detail about me for 2 hours, and damn near everything that came out of his mouth is a provable lie, along with the rest of these vultures here. And he did this because we had a problem together. One day I was doing a video about a club, and I did a whole video about this. One day I was doing a video about a club that is a 1% club. And I had a 1%er on that was talking negatively about a 1% club that his Fast Harley's only organization appears to have struck up a brotherhood or a support club situation with. So he came on with all this business and called me a race trader, said he was taking my black card, all this over two white guys having a fight. I'm no longer black. And he has pushed that lion ass agenda over and over and over, where I have people all over the United States of America talking about I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm this, I'm that. And it's just amazing to me how he was able to do that. And he's the one on a show with a racist who so he's taking out a black man with a racist, but calls me some kind of Uncle Tom or something. And I took offense to that. And I was mad, Lavish, last night that you didn't go into that at all. But I was like, that's all right. I got a show. I can do it. So that's who Big Cell is. And it just so happened, Lavish, you said something that I found very interesting. You said, I can't talk about the guy negatively because the guy helped me out. The guy taught me how to do this and this, that, and the other. And you know something, bro? I can say this. It was the same with me. Marcel Tillman taught me how to use YouTube. I didn't know a damn thing about YouTube till he showed up, until one of my ex-club brothers, it's funny because me and my ex-club brother had fallen out And he went and joined a 1% organization. But he called me up one day and he said, I see the stuff you're doing on the internet. I think you should call this guy named Big Cell up. And Big Cell is strong in what he's doing, and he can show you a whole lot. So it was through him that I actually got with Big Cell. And even he told me, I wanted you to meet the guy. I didn't want you to go into business with that guy. I should have told you about that. But in any event, next thing you know, Big Cell, he did all the stuff that that he did for you. He taught me how to use YouTube. More importantly, what to stay away from. He had gotten involved with some folks that had these organizations that had represented themselves as somebody that could get your channel up and running big time, but you got to give them a percentage, 20-30% of your money. And Big Cell was like, whatever you do, stay away from those folks. They don't know MCs, they don't know that, and so they can't build your club up. They can't do any of that. Thank you, Foxy. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in this morning. I was like you. He taught me so much about what to do with YouTube. Now, Major Hogg League, I'll tell you, it was kind of funny to me. I couldn't understand where his YouTube page his Facebook page and stuff like that, not Facebook, but his website and stuff had come from, because even then at that time, I realized very quickly that he didn't have a great deal of knowledge about how to do any of this other stuff, which was editing and computers, and I couldn't understand the level of quality from his website and stuff, reconciling that against the guy that I was talking to. He could tell me how to use YouTube and stuff, but cameras and all that stuff, I had to teach him how to use that. I had to teach him how to use OBS. I had to teach him how to use Elgato Stream Deck. I taught him how to use all that stuff. Hours and hours and hours he spent in my studio. Because, like you said, hours and hours and hours he spent in yours. I didn't hate him on that, because some of the stuff he advanced past me in. So for like when he got the new Rodecaster 2, by the time I moved up to the Rodecaster 2, I had no idea how to use it. So he told me how to use the Rodecaster 2. I learned a lot of stuff from him. Like I got these buttons you just press on your phone and your studio lights come on, the TP links. I'd never seen a TP link before I saw him at his crib. So we were going back and forth in the giving. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So even when I broke business with that guy and said I'll never do business with him again, I never, ever, ever spoke out negatively against him until that fool showed up on my channel talking about he's taking my black card because two white guys were fighting. I was a sellout. I was this, I was that, I was the other. I did that video a couple days ago. But like you, when he did that, I called him up. I was so angry. I called that guy and I said, hey man, you owe me an apology for what you did. I called him. He wouldn't answer the phone. I called him on my show. He wouldn't answer the phone. That's Big Cell. That's how it gets down.
You said, answer the phone, motherfucker.
I was so angry. He said, we don't need to ever talk again. Your hot-headedness and my hot-headed self will do nothing but take each other away from the lives that we know and our families. Do you and I'll do me. This is the day we stopped talking. Didn't have shit to do with what I said about black people. I despise that person for lying on me like that.
Right.
I despise that person for telling black people that he stopped talking to me because I said I don't deal with our black people. It's a goddamn lie. This is why he stopped talking for me. This is the day, February 27, 2023. You do you and I'll do me. This was because of that video I did. And I said to him what you said, Lavish. I said to him what you said. It's right here. It's green, so my green screen won't really show. It will show the white words. And I said to him, I said, no matter what, No matter who has had anything negative to say to me about you, I've always stood up for you, and I refuse to allow anyone to disrespect you in my presence. What I'm looking for is a mother effing apology. You were way out of line and said some of the most hurtful shit, I said to him. And it wouldn't have hurt. It couldn't have hurt if I didn't give an F about you. What you owe me is an apology, not the bullshit you just wrote. And from that day to this day, we have never had another conversation. I've never spoken to him again about anything until he showed up in that video with so much hatred and vitriol towards me. And I don't mind that. You know something? I don't mind you criticizing me. I've criticized you today. I don't mind you criticizing me. You can criticize me and tell me all day long. Black Dragon, I don't like the way you did that video. I don't like the way you did that interview. Black Dragon, I don't like the way you have responded to the club brother. I don't like the way you didn't respond. You know, you stayed in my ass about a lot of that. You stayed in my ass about a lot of that. And you and I have had many conversations behind closed doors. I don't mind you criticizing me. Hey, Black Dragon, your show sucks or whatever. What I do mind is I do mind you lying on me, especially to sway public opinion about the way I handle my business or the way that I handle myself. I've been called an Uncle Tom by many, many, many people, including Sucker Free MC. And the people that have done that to me, I have not, you know, the first time someone called me an Uncle Tom, it broke my heart. You can't be an Uncle Tom and be a true black person, living through black times, because you get to find out real quick how black you are real quick, like Tyreek Hill found out the other day.
Right.
He got pulled over in his multi-million-dollar car talking noise to the police officer. Let me just remind your ass how black you are real quick while I slam you on the ground and put your face in the dirt. So,
yeah.
And you can go back to your billionaire house tomorrow, Mr. Billionaire, but you'll go back with a little bit of black on you, because you'll understand that in this country, your ass ain't quite free ever. You can be, I remember when Arsenio Hall said he's driving a phantom Rolls Royce, one of only 7 in the world, and he gets pulled over, snatched out of his car and slammed on the ground, and he's Arsenio Hall, at the time, the biggest name in show business. So for someone to misrepresent me in front of my people, and this is something that I've gone through many times in my life, just for the way I speak. Just because my mother was an English professor and I speak the way I speak, all of a sudden I'm not black enough. And so that's something that already hits deep anyway, as some shit I grew up with, and I haven't even resolved all of my phobias from that.
You know what? I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to say this, is that as black people, we have that bad because we judge our other black peers of the way they speak. And I had it bad. I was like, that motherfucker sound like white boy. But if you are taught how to pronunciate words a certain way, even if you lived in a certain area. And what made me really realize that is when I was just in Tokyo, when I was in Japan, out there riding motorcycles. I was out there getting yonder. And you know, I'm not just a podcast, I ride a little bit, but I was out there in Japan riding, and the black people there that were born in the United States but had been in Japan like 10, 15 years, they like sound like they Japanese. So I believe we speak from where we come from, what areas we are in. You know, we got people that talk like me all the time, motherfucker this, motherfucker that, and that's just how it is, you know. And if you speak proper, you speak proper, and I really think that I wish I could speak proper, because I know it'll get me through some doors that I can't get in by speaking the way I'm speaking now, and I'm just being a buck. I wish I could speak proper, you know, but I think that's one bad thing that black folks got with each other is we quick to judge or strip their blackness of the way they speak.
and this is something I've gone through my entire life. It took me 5 years to get into the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, and part of that was because of the way I speak. I wasn't trusted, wasn't cool enough. I could be a snitch, all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I live with that. But for that guy to tell people that over and over again, I just finally had to come out and say, I just finally had to come out and say, no, you're a liar. And I've caught a lot of, I caught a lot of hell from it. I caught a lot of hell from it, from folks that I know saying, hey man, what are you doing on social media? We don't do this. Well, social media has changed now. Social media is how people, I remember when they first came out with DVDs, not CDs, when they first came out with CDs, and I had a tape collection of cassette tapes all in my car and everything. I had the baddest Alpine system and everything. I refused to go to CDs. I refused to get a CD because I was like, I ain't getting no damn CD. I was invested in tapes. Well, you know what happened. Eventually, I had to get a CD player. I had to convert my tape to CD. The world went on. And so it's like that with social media. You guys can act like social media is not going to be evolving into what it has become, but it is. You date on social media. You work on, during the pandemic, how many people were sitting at home working? I know I was. I made more money than I ever made in my whole life, sitting in my office, working from the computer. So social media, internet, this is where it is right now. And this is how people discuss. And social media can get you killed just as quick as being out on the street can. If you say the wrong thing on social media and hit the street, you're just as in trouble as you were if you didn't. So that's what I think about it. That's who that guy was. That's what my issue has been with him. He came on this thing. He came for me. Well, okay. Well,
yeah, and I'll say this. Has Lil Cell piece of shit Tillman done good in his life? Yes, because he's done good by showing you guys how to work the podcast, this, that, and the other. So has he done good? Yes.
Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you for a second, because I didn't finish that statement. So what I wanted to say was, Lavish, I've been where you are, where this dude never said nothing bad. He never did nothing bad to me. So I don't care what you say. I'm not going to publicize that. I'm not even going to let you talk bad about him in front of me. That's my friend. And he did to me the same thing he did to you yesterday. Hey, bro, Lavish, I don't even F with you anymore, because you're going to have that to me, that was classic Cell right there.
I said that too. I said Cell. And then the crazy part was, on the live, I was on his live commenting, and I said, no, don't do Lavish like that. Don't do Lavish like that. And a lot of people said they commended me for that. I said, don't do Lavish like that. Lavish has nothing to do with this. He's only doing what you were doing. Don't do him like that, because he was in his feelings. And he got a right to be. He's human.
So I feel like almost like that show that you did last night. I feel almost like that was a hit piece for Cell. And I just was cringing when I saw it. I was so mad. I wanted to scream.
I got some more clothes for you guys. I'm gonna bring it tomorrow.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
I wanted to scream on the camera. I'll answer that question. But it is what it is. I would just tell you, I have personally been in a business relationship with him. He did not rob me. But he did do some just little things that were so outrageous, in my opinion. He did some stuff that you would really be, if he had gotten away with it. If I had lost any money it would have been a different story. Because some of the stuff my bro does, and I did lose money. I lost money in this way. There were some things I felt like the compensation should have been fair. It wasn't. Something I have to get into it at another time on another show. But let me just say, although I didn't lose any money, there were some things that happened that I was like, man, this guy cannot be seriously doing business like this. Like maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. Maybe I'm just not seeing it right. You know how you start questioning yourself. You start asking yourself if you're crazy. I said, maybe I'm crazy. So I decided to write him an email about it. And those of you who have been watching this show for many, many years will remember this. I wrote him an email about, hey man, I don't think things are going well. I come from corporate America. I was trying to be corporate with a hustler. And so I was like, hey man, I really don't think that things are going well. I have this issue and this issue and I have this issue and I really want our business to do well. I think we're both up and rising YouTube stars coming. I think we could be really good together. And I really wish that that we could figure this out. And this fool does a video called something like "Real Men Don't Send Emails. Real G's Talk Face to Face." And he went on to lambaste me and laugh at me and criticize me for sending an email. And he said, I don't send emails. That's why I said in my video, you don't write. You don't write. And it just so happened it was in that same video that he also attacked the Outcast Motorcycle Club. And that was the video that made his club finally put his ass out. In the same video that he did that with me. You can't find it anymore. It's not up there no more. But that was my issue in business. And with that negative issue in business, I never, ever dealt with him business-wise again. But as far as supporting him, being his friend, talking to him, teaching him how to use all of these programs and stuff, I did that over and over and over again. And like I said, he showed me how to do something. So I was where you are, Lavish. I was where you are at one time. And then I watched him screw over people that I knew. I watched him do stuff to people that I know. Like when he went and showed his ass down there at the PROC, at the PROC a couple years ago, last year, year before, so maybe it was 3 years ago. Can't remember. When he went and showed his ass at the PROC, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, the bad business he brought over there. They'll never deal with him again. Never will they deal with him again. So, wasn't nobody making up nothing. I didn't make up nothing on that man.
That's another thing.
He damn sure lied on me.
Right. So that just goes to show, if the PROC was to come on, the people at the PROC, what would they say? Same thing. Bad business.
So that was my thing about it. That's where I am with it. And it has been I'm not even so mad anymore, but I do want to show people where that man lied on me and how he lied, especially calling into question my dedication to my race, that I don't mess with black people some kind of way. And that's just the nastiest kind of rumor you can spread about somebody. Because, we exist in these communities.
Yeah, he wanted to turn black people against you. That wasn't cool.
He wanted to turn the black community against me. And he did that on purpose. And there were some people that believed, I even had Cee Rider say, well, now listen, if you said that you don't mess with black people, I understand. No, I never said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say nothing like that.
Hey.
He said, it's okay. I know lots of folks that won't do business with black folks. No. You do too, right, Lavish? But I was like, no, hold up. No. We can't let that go as that's okay. We can't let that go because I never said that. Now, I don't mind. I don't mind telling you if there's some black folks I won't do business with. I don't mind saying that, but you know, I don't mess with you about what you said about our people. No, you don't get to get that point, bro, and me not say something back. No, hell no. Not now, not ever. So that's how I felt about him. I got a whole bunch of lying, disgusting people to talk about as they've lied about me incessantly. The members of my motorcycle club are the ones that went out and found this low vibrational dude and discovered him and pulled him up. They knew that he and I had bad blood. So they're the ones who went and found this low vibrational character to do this with. And you know, that's my only issue. This poor dude, man, his cell phone service is horrible.
No. Sorry.
Keep getting calls, man.
Man, I'm getting calls, man. Like, you know, it's been
I was gonna say, but you need to fire that company. Hell, whoever that is, you need to fire. Go on.
You know, I'm just getting calls, man. Just everybody calling because some people are just being aware of this situation, and then you know, I basically I don't have a business line. I just got one line. You know what I mean? So a lot of my customers and stuff that got shirts coming. Next level, Ripley. I got you, y'all. I can't answer the phone, but I got y'all. You know, hey, look, Lavish laughing.
I'm laughing at the shirt thing, man, because I already know how it is. I got to experience it.
It's everybody trying to get it in, you know. So the phone was just ringing, and so many people hit me, man. But you know, just people ask me, "What's the end game? What is your end game?" You know, my end game is for Lil Cell, piece of shit Tillman, to realize that, you know what, I am doing bad business. Let me be a better person. So then another person say, but why are you doing this? Why? I say, because I might be saving his life because he may scam the wrong person the next time. You know? So maybe, but if he continues to do this shit, maybe he just don't give a fuck. Maybe he's a fucking recluse. Who knows? You know, but that was my thing. Because, you know, it's not that.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have some sympathy and empathy and kind of care for the man? Yeah, you know, I mean, because at one time he was cool with me. So the cool side of Cell, I like. The bad business and just how he does, I don't like. You know, it's like how he drugged that woman, man. Man, if you a millionaire, man, why is you crying over them $3,000, man? You know, shit, 2 months ago, bro, I lost $4,500 in Vegas. I ain't crying about it, and I ain't a millionaire. All I did was just suck it up and go get some more. It's only money. Just go get some more of it. You know, you drugged that woman bad. You know, this woman had a son that's in prison fighting life, and she was dealing with a lot. And when she was at her lowest, she thought that this motorcycle run was going to just help her to get away, escape the reality of what she's dealing with, you know, to enjoy her motorcycle lifestyle and escape the reality of her personal life. But when things went bad, all you did was you had your foot on her damn neck. Like you had her in a chokehold. And it wasn't right. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. You know, that's why I got on here to explain what happened to that lady, you know, but it wasn't right. But everybody just forgot that. You know, I know we humans, we forget fast, but it just wasn't right. You know, I like the honest Cell. I like the cool Cell, like the good side of Cell that y'all talking about, that taught you how to work this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Not the scamming, this, that, and the other, portraying you a Crip. You know, now he says he never said he was in the streets and all that. But that's a lie, because everybody that has met you, you have insinuated in some form of fashion that you are Crip affiliated. You are OG from Compton.
That's what he told me. He told me he was a Compton OG. I don't know the vernacular. I don't know the vernacular because that could mean you're an old guy who's from Compton. But I always thought Compton OG meant you were some kind of way Crip or Blood affiliated. And but for that matter, I'm a Compton OG.
For sure, you spent many a summers in Compton.
I spent many a summers in Compton. my mom's fiance was murdered. One of among the first victims of that whole Compton Crip Blood war that lasted 10, 20 years. He was one of the he was killed in like 1980, maybe 81 in Compton, shot to death, crawling up underneath his car, trying to get away from the guy that was killing him. His name was Benny. So I'm OG. I went to Chatsworth High in San Fernando Valley. Damn it.
Right.
You can find my high school picture.
right. You know, when you portray these things, you know, like itself, you watching, like, you know, you say you was at the boys club, Carver. If you went to Carver Elementary, you grew up in Compton, okay, all right, but you wasn't outside like you portray the world to be. You know, you tell people you had 6'4" Chevys and this, that, and the other. You know, bro, that wasn't the case. Like, you know, just be yourself. You know, you didn't have to move to Atlanta and put on that big Crip thing, because I don't think you was aware that the internet was going to connect Compton to Atlanta in less than a nanosecond. You know, internet, but things like that come back. You know, just like dang. So even with that, it's like, bruh, you portraying something that you're not, that people died for. You portraying something that you're not, that people are trying to erase off their resumes. You know, I see you with the little blue rags every now and again, blue paisley suit. You know, that's an insinuating that you're a part of the Crip organization. So you can't say, now you get on your live and say, I never did that. I never said I was in the streets. And now the whole Atlanta's laughing at you because everybody calling me saying, hey, I thought he was a Crip. Now he say he wasn't in the streets. You tried to belittle me, Cell, and say, just because you was in the streets and I was in school. No, I said I was in school too. So, you know, I was in school and the streets, you know, but that's just a real Compton lifestyle, because you got to experience that, walking to the store, going to the boys club that you say you hung at, you know what I mean? If, you know, do you know Tub? That was my cousin. He worked at the boys club. Boys club ain't even my side of town, but I was up there all the time. You know, I was at Carver Park playing baseball with my cousin and them. You know, my family from Carver Park. My family, you and my cousin is the same age. He went to Carver Elementary too. He went to Willowbrook too. Say he don't remember Marcel Tillman. You're gonna remember somebody from elementary and all of elementary and all of junior high school. You're gonna remember him. You just gonna remember it. Said he don't remember Marcel Tillman. You know, but nonetheless, Cell, we like the good side of you, man. We don't like the piece of shit Cell. You know what I mean? We like Albert. We like Albert Tillman, because that's who you really are. You're Albert. Like I'm Christopher. You know, when I'm in my demon mode and not right mode, I'm Cee Rider. But at the end of the day, man, be who you are. You know, we like that big Cell, man.
Lavish, or you only got one name. What the hell?
Hey, man, that's my birth. Hey, I don't run. You know, most people run from their government, man.
We need you to have another name, Lavish.
Hey, man, I got another name. What up?
That is his name. That's your real name, Lavish?
Yeah.
That's real name.
Oh, that's unique, though, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, they used to call, well, listen, my biker name technically is Playboy, man.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Playboy Lavish.
Yeah, that's technically.
He be in the gym enough. He be in the gym. he in love with him some Lavish.
and for sure. Hey, anybody that's in love with themselves want to do a shirt to sell to other people with their picture on it.
Well, he got his name.
A picture with him and his Terminator. I was like, I don't think people would want to wear that.
He did tell me that. I said, hey man, I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
you know. But nah, man, no hard feelings about the interview. I expected
boy,
it, man,
this was
and you displayed that you are a true friend.
this is this one right here. This was nasty. K Black, that was nasty.
What K Black say?
She says she done with him. He's essentially saying, "Oh no, that's not it. Where's the one? Here it is." She said, "He's about as real as that diamond given to him by that club that gave it to him."
Right.
Ouch.
Right. If you know motorcycle protocol and etiquettes, why would you even play with a diamond that was given to you? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
Because a diamond in any form
is a diamond,
and it has to be earned.
Yes. Yes.
Which the organization obviously felt that he earned it, but putting a diamond on a motorcycle association. Now I can see putting a diamond on a motorcycle club, a support club. I don't know if you would even do that with an RC. To me, that's not good protocol. And I made a show about that, and I said, I don't think that's right to do that. And maybe that's one of the things that made him hate me so much, made him so angry at me, that he felt like it was okay to lie on me. He could have come on and said, "Hey, man, that's my show. The way I do it, that's my business." I'd have been cool with that. We got the MC show trying to call in, but bro, you got to turn on your camera, man. You got to turn your camera on, and then I'll let you in. Okay, that's Cee Rider, and MC show. If you want to come in, you got to turn your camera on, man.
Oh, y'all want me to send the link? I got his number. I know who he is. Want me to send him the link?
No, he's got the link.
Oh. Come on in, MC Show.
Come on in, MC Show.
Hey, he be giving y'all a hard time, man. I said, damn.
Man, I started to delete his ass a few times. I told him that yesterday.
No, man. Hey, that's his freedom of speech, man.
Yeah.
We can't strip him of it.
Yeah, he stays in your rear end. My God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Lavish, he been on your head too, bro.
Yeah, man, he been on me all night, man.
He on your ass. He on your ass, Lavish. Hey, he personally called me. He knew somebody that knew me and personally called me and said, "This motherfucker Lavish."
I can hear him. That's his voice. I talked to him Saturday night. He called me Saturday night.
Too much.
I ain't got his voice down packed, man. But that was him, man. That was him.
Hey, man, sit down. You're messing up my show. Sit your big ass down. Okay, I guess we just got Cee Rider coming in and out. Are you gonna come in?
Oh, I can bounce out so MC Show can come in.
No, you don't have to go out. We got a modern system. I don't think he can get his video working. So let's
What's up?
So you didn't want to come on with your camera, huh?
No, it says it has like a restriction. I don't understand. I can't lift it, so I just want to call in then.
All right. Oh yeah, that's because you can't go live if you're calling in from. All right, go on. What you got to say?
Am I live? Man?
Yeah, you live.
You live. It don't get no liver than this.
Hold on. Let me put you inside the room. Hold on. Let me put you inside the room on the phone. It'll let me do that. Boy, this is a Monday.
Man,
it's a heck of a Monday. That's for sure.
It won't connect. That's some BS right there.
It's a heck of a Monday, man.
Okay, I think you're on. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on. You're in the room.
Am I in the room, man?
You're in the room.
my dad on my hey, Lavish.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
brother, you know I ain't got no.
I'm already waiting on you, man. Go ahead and let me have it, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Hey, brother, look. You know I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. You know that shit ain't personal with me. You know that. You know that. And Black Dragon know it too. It ain't never personal. But I want to say that, you know, last night, man, I looked at that interview twice, Lavish, and I was very, very disappointed, brother. I mean, I gotta say how it is, brother, because that just seemed like, man, that was just all about protecting Cell. And I just wasn't feeling that, because as an interviewer, you know, man, you know, you're supposed to be totally biased with that, brother. And I felt like it was kind of like a hit job with that with Cee Rider. And I just had to express that, and you know, I'm sure that you didn't see it that way, but yeah, it was kind of messed up.
Hey,
you know, in my opinion.
Lavish didn't know I had my bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, but this is what I want. But this is the main thing that I wanted to say, man, to everybody, man, and that is, if anybody out there, podcast land and the MC, you know, or whatever, man, if you haven't gotten a chance to look at Cee Rider's video that he did when he went over in Japan, y'all got to look at that, and y'all got to really talk about that, and get him on your show talking about that, because that was one of the best videos I've seen somebody take of just going someplace and getting into other cultures and looking at the Harleys and the low riders. I'm not into low riders, but that video that he did, that thing was excellent. And so if anybody get a chance to see it, any of the podcasts, you know, y'all need to get him on there, man, and talk about that video they did, because that thing was excellent.
All right, Mr. Cee Rider.
And so I just want to give Cee Rider his flowers on that, man, because that was some inspirational shit that he did going over there in Japan like that. That was cool as shit.
All right, Mr. MC Show, we got your picture up and everything, so people know you, Mr. The MC Show on YouTube. We got his picture up right there. We appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you.
Hey, and I did not pay Black Dragon to do that. I didn't pay Black. Black Dragon ain't helped me put no microphone together and put up.
Yeah, but I'm going to. I'm going to.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I love all y'all brothers, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, brother. Lavish, you know I'm gonna call you, brother.
I'm waiting on that area.
You in trouble, man. You in trouble, big dog. Hey, it's a gang of people said they calling your ass today.
I'm surprised you ain't already called me last night, man. Because he called me Saturday night about 2 a.m., man.
Hey, dog. Hey, y'all know my skin is thick, brother. You know I done been through this shit for years. That shit don't scare me, bro. They know they better not come after me, because they know they gonna get it from me. All right. But hey, man, hey, brothers, thank y'all so much, man, for doing what y'all doing, man. And hey, you know, keep up the good work there, brothers. Keep up the good work.
All right, take care, man.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, right now, man, everything good, man. I know when I get off this live, man, I'm waiting. Hey, I'm waiting on the next breaking news to come about, so this can water Lavish down in a way. I'm waiting on my news to be old news.
I've been there, yes, sir.
Nah, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell my folks, because everybody's like, I'm done with his ass. That's just how much love they got for me. But I'm gonna tell them, nah, we gonna give him some light, because you learning.
I'm learning, man. I mean, you know,
new with this, so you know you learning, and we're able to discuss.
You can't please everybody.
Right, and we're able to discuss.
I learned
Look
that
how we just got past that, Lavish.
Right, yeah. No,
you know?
I'm hit, man. I'm hit, man. I mean, you right. You know, my objective, you know, for trying to do it. It went left on the objective side, man, and I can't even trip on it, man. It is what it is, man.
Hey, and all the times you call me trying to damage control, like we ain't gonna go, we ain't gonna give him that power. We ain't gonna give him that power. After that, hey, my old lady said, I thought he said he wasn't gonna give him that much power. I said,
and the other thing, when it comes to taking videos down, I'm really not that one.
I just leave them up, man.
Yeah,
it's
if
just
I screw up a video, I screw it up.
Don't take it down.
No, I'm not. I look at it like this, man. The interview, it was fucked up. It was bold, but you know what? 5 years from now, man, when somebody look at that interview, man, and they see the other podcasts that I did since then, man, it's just you can see the growth, man, in the interviewing technique and style, man. To see, I remember when he fucked up here, but then I watched him grow and get better, get better at it there, man. I can't take away something that I already did, man. You know what I'm saying? That's part of who make you who you are, man.
Look, that's just like when that bike came up missing. I can't take that away. All I gotta do is just take accountability and like my man Double D, King Double, from the Breeze say, chin up and chest out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And just roll with it, but it is what it is. And again, I'm not, my whole objective, and like, when will it stop? You asked me that last night. You didn't really give me the answer it. And like I told you, I said, after this, I'm kind of, I'm really done with it. I'm a hand over my proof of the scamming. I'm gonna hand that over to Black Dragon. Let him deal with that and let him handle that.
So he can put the effects in and the clips.
Look, man, he's gonna facilitate it. Did you download what I asked you to download, Black Dragon?
I did.
Oh, see, look, we on, baby.
I did.
And after that, I'm done with it. We're gonna stick the fork in that pig, and we're gonna eat it, and we're gonna get full. We're gonna shit it out, and we're gonna be done with it. You know what I mean? Because we will never get an apology, Black Dragon. Because he didn't even apologize after we somewhat reconciled when the homie said, Cell called me, man.
Well, you got to feel like you did something wrong to apologize. And
yeah,
that is not something, that's not, Foxy from the PROC. And you guys, I need to shout out the PROC. Foxy says taking accountability as a grown person should be salutes. And so that's a salute to you. And Foxy is tough. Now, that's a tough customer. Foxy.
I know her.
I haven't met her yet. I'm gonna come to the PROC my first time.
Bad side. It was like 3, 4, 5 damn years to get that clean up. She handles straight business, but I do need to take a minute to talk about the PROC that's coming this January.
It's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta this year, and it is the professional convention. I forget. It used to be the PRO. I still call it the PRO, but now and it's about 20 some years old, 21, 22 years old, and it started off with just like 7 people. And they bring all kinds of courses and information and all that kind of stuff to the Black Biker set. But every race is there. As a matter of fact, they had Shaggy 1%er from the Invaders speak a year or so ago. And so this PRO, it's a good place to come to learn motorcycle clubbing, because they got everything from how to start a 501(c) nonprofit. They have these courses that they teach. It's a whole 3 or 4, what's it, like 4 days long? 3 or 4 days long. I can't remember exactly how many days long it is, but it's more than 1 day long. It's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think is what it is. But it teaches everything you can imagine. They got presidents meetings, presidents conferences where they're teaching you the best practices in being a president, the best practices in being a PRO, a secretary, a sergeant at arms, a member. They've got courses for social clubs and everything, and then they got a big party on Saturday night. One time, I think there were like 10,000 people at that party. It is going to be huge this year. It is the PRO is where I cut my teeth as a public speaker on the biker set. They gave me my first major platform. Foxy did, and it was because of that platform that my book started to sell like crazy. It's called the MC Professional Convention, is what it's called now. Yeah. And it is we call it the PROC for short. I still call it the Pro, but it is absolutely amazing. She said I had to go there. Listen, she's not somebody that anybody. She's just so hardcore on her business, and so she's willing to tell you, hey, Lavish, you accept the responsibility. That's a good thing, because Foxy is. I think Foxy is real, and everybody her pedigree. A lot of folks have pedigree. Her pedigree in the MC culture goes back decades, bro, decades. So it's her. It's going to be what, Thursday through Sunday. There you go, Thursday through Sunday. I had it. January 9th through the 12th cool event in Atlanta. If you don't have your hotel done yet, you better hurry up, because you're getting down into the second or third month, and you want to be at the host hotel. You definitely want to be at the host hotel.
I would like to vend. How can I vend at this event?
Oh man, listen. Get with me, and I'll get you in touch with the. Okay. It's major vending there. Listen. That's where I go. I go there every year to sell my books, and it's amazing. Hey, so I got Cee Rider. If for the PROC, man, can I get some shirts by there for the PROCs? Because I want to sell some merchandise.
Yeah, man, we got to get it in now.
I'm putting the order in now.
We got to get it in now. Yeah, we could get that done, man.
Okay, so my producer is yelling at me in the background. Close it out, Dragon. Close it out.
All right, guys.
He said, do a show on this. It deserves its own, not a footnote at the end of a long show. He's right, because ain't nobody watching this whole damn show. All right, man. Yeah. And that's not. I have an apology to do as well, but I'm going to need to make an apology video, because I don't want to put this at the end of a show. But I do want to publicly apologize to Gorilla Blue. And I'm going to make you an entire video apologizing to you sometime, hopefully today, apologizing to you for speaking negatively about you and putting your name in my mouth. I didn't need for you to be a casualty of this thing that's been going on with us, Cell and I. So I apologize to you for that. But I'm going to make you a whole video doing that, because it is important. There's a saying: if you tell a lie in public but apologize in private, the lie you told in public becomes the truth. So you have to you have to apologize both in public and face to face. You have to apologize where you told the lie, or you told the mistruth, or you made the mistake. You got to apologize there. All right. Hey, any last thing for you, Cee Rider?
Nah, man, I think I said enough, man. I think the people is tired of me, man.
Have a good man. My producer is killing me right now. Let me get out of here. You take care.
All right, big dog.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, and you two, you got any last thing? And please,
no, I don't have any. I said enough. I said too much. I don't have nothing more to fucking say. I'm gonna be quiet for a couple of days, man.
I know. We'll see you same bad time to 10:30 tomorrow. All right, man. We're out. Oh, okay. This is Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. As you know, my normal stuff ain't working for my normal songs to go out on and stuff, so I'm going to try to find an old song to go out on. And man, I'm sorry about all this. This is horrible, but hey, it's Monday. I got to try to fix my system. I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny. And now I just manually get myself up out of here. Take care, man.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crisis occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.